It's a bit of a hot day, huh?
It's a hot one today.
Almost like summer's finally here, huh?
Not just any summer.
No?
It's a spooky summer.
Hello and welcome to the Pick Your Brain podcast from the minds of TLEV. I'm Tom.
And I am Mr. E.
And happy summer for all of you. Happy
Yes.
spooky summer, of course, here on TLEV.
Yes.
The summer is the beginning of the haunt season.
It is. It is for us. We are in full swing right now for
That's right.
all haunt
That's right.
construction, all haunt news,
Yeah.
movies that are coming out in the summer.
Wow. You know what?
What's it called? What's it called?
I'll cheers to that.
you cheers
I'll
to
cheers
that.
to that.
To like Nope.
Nope. And Jurassic World Dominion. Hey, cheers to Jurassic
That's
World
not
Dominion. Yeah,
all right.
yeah, yeah.
Sure.
Oh, and the black phone. Hey, cheers
Sure.
to that. Ethan Hawke. Yeah, yeah.
What? What's that?
It's a new one that's coming out as well. Yeah.
In
Yeah.
the summer?
In the summer.
Wow, the summer's packed for
Summer is packed.
us spooky lovers. And
Yes.
you know what? That's why it's called the spooky summer. All
It
right?
is.
It
It
is a
is.
spooky summer this year, and it's an exciting one. But before we go into our topics today,
Okay.
let's do some housekeeping,
All right,
ladies
sure.
and gentlemen.
Yeah, let's do it.
Thomas,
Yeah.
a lot has happened since our last podcast. We actually
really
filmed
has.
a very exciting one that will be coming out after this podcast.
You'll love it. You'll love
You
it.
guys will love it. I really enjoy doing it. But it's a good one. And before that, though, we had some packed weekends, didn't we, Thomas?
We did.
We had some packed weekends. One of those was your 25th.
That's right. I turned 25.
You did turn 25.
And it was fun. It was a good one. So we went to celebrate. We kind of did like the whole weekend thing. So the
Yeah.
first bit of the celebration, we went to Strongwater in Anaheim. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're
guys.
clearing it right.
Sorry, right on the
yeah,
mic. I'm
yeah.
so sorry,
Okay.
ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen.
well, I mean, you let me know if I'm bored.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
So we went to Strongwater in
Yes,
Anaheim.
Strongwater.
This was a
ladies and
really
gentlemen.
cool place. It was it was themed. It was very much a pirate themed bar.
Yeah.
And how it was structured was that you were in the ship. You were in the
A
ship,
sunken
ship, and there was there had been some enchantment, some voodoo magic on this place.
Yes, some voodoo mama juju.
You can check out on our photos, our stories. It was just a fantastic.
It was pretty fun.
It was a fantastic trip. You had organized all of that, so thank you.
I
Yeah.
did. Yes, I wanted to go, especially because. So at first I was looking for Trader Sam's, which is
yes.
right connected to
Disneyland Hotel.
Disneyland Hotel. It's a really cool place, but we still haven't been.
No, we haven't.
But the reservation for that place is so crazy. I still don't know how to get an exact reservation because I kept looking at the dates and I was looking months in advance too. Just not possible. So if you guys know how to get reservations, like, you know, how early I need to start looking, please let us know in the comment section or DM us on Instagram, TLEV Media, or Twitter, TLEV Media.
TLEV Media or TikTok at TLEV Media.
I guess so. Yeah, you can DM us there too.
yeah.
But you know, so I looked for something that had the same feel, a similarity, some similar stuff. I really wanted to go to like a tiki bar, and so I saw this place, and I saw how it was very much pirate themed, also. And man, did we have a good time? It was awesome in there. If you are over the age of 21, you guys should totally go. Also, they do have the younger crowd can go, but you can't go inside of the place. You only can
Can't
eat
go inside the
in
bar.
the
Outside.
Yeah, you only can eat on the outside, and you can bring your dogs on the outside too. So
That's true.
And so it's right close to Disneyland too.
So
So
close.
right before we went in for our reservation, Thomas went to watch like the fireworks show from. Like,
I think you're
from the street.
you're underplaying it. I didn't watch. I ran.
Oh, he ran over to it. He crossed the street and ran to watch
across the
it.
street.
Yes, he did.
I jumped over a couple of cars, did a somersault on a truck just to see the fireworks.
I didn't see that part.
I mean, yeah, well, that's because you weren't looking. Yeah, no, but I made sure to book it so that I could get a good view of the of the fireworks, and they were beautiful. It was so nice, and then that was like the beginning. And then this bar is woman owned, and it's been only in operation for not even
2019 was its 2019, first year. Yeah,
and then the pandemic, and
that's so crazy. They went through a brand new company, survived through the that's
amazing.
Hey,
that's
props to you guys over there. Food is fantastic. Drinks were awesome. I mean, they were. What did you get again? You got the Dole Whip.
Yeah, so it was Dole Whip rum. So I just called it my big boy Dole Whip.
Yes,
I had some big boy Dole Whip because it was pineapple with a white rum, and it was pretty good.
Everything.
It was pretty good inside of it.
I got like Black Lagoon or something like that. Yeah, that was banana flavored.
Yep. And then Miss E got the Hurricane.
Yes, based off of Pat O'Brien's out in New Orleans.
Yes.
Or in Orlando too, because I guess there is one by on their city. Do they call it City Walk over there?
It's their City Walk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have a City Walk. So they have a Pat O'Brien's over there too. Never been. But anyways, so that's one thing we did. Another thing we did was the summer nights at Knott's Berry Farm.
Right we
summer
did.
Nights, summer
Damn
nights.
right we
that
did.
was a lot of fun. Thank you again, Knott's, for having us out there. If you guys didn't check out that video yet, go ahead and go check it out. It was a lot of fun.
It was a good one.
Food was really good. We didn't eat that much.
Well, I mean, because the portion sizes, they really amped up the portion sizes this time.
Thomas got a cookie witch, and I've never seen the cookie witch that big ever.
It was
ginormous.
Yeah. Finished it though.
But I think what was also great, you guys need to go during the day too, because from 10:30 to 5:30, they have this thing called Ghost Town Alive over there.
What is Ghost Town Alive?
So Ghost Town Alive is a big immersive experience where, I mean, it's in the name. Ghost Town comes alive with all the citizens of Ghost Town walking around, having little missions for you. It's truly Red Dead Redemption, if I do say so myself.
I will have to correct you because I already can see them writing in the comments. It's Town of Calico.
Oh,
it's not Ghost Town. It's Calico. The Town of Calico Alive.
Town of
it's literally,
but it's called Ghost Town Alive.
Yes, because but it's also like on the map.
It's a ghost town.
It's Calico Gazette
Farm usually, but everybody comes alive. And it's a lot of fun. It's so crazy. There's like a main mission where you're trying to get the treasure map and stuff like that. And there's that. But then there's the side missions that you do too. We did one of the side missions, finding the calico cats that are in the town. That are you
go see the post person.
The post, either man, lady, woman, man, and we don't know exactly. Yeah, it's just whoever's the post person then. And the problem is the boss of the post person is allergic to cats.
Yep.
So you got to find all 9 cats. You got to tell them where they are. Mm-hmm. And we did that. We succeeded. And then we got other little side missions to go do
as well
at that point. But we were starving. So we did some of them and then called it.
We also did see a man get chased.
That was our introduction
that was pretty scary.
What was happening. We saw this. They called him Tiny.
Yeah.
We saw Tiny hanging out. And I guess he was a bandit, and we saw just random people who were basically doing this mission.
They were like, "That's him! Get him!"
They started chasing him through Ghost Town, or through Calico, and that was crazy. We were like, "What is happening?"
That was pretty intense.
And then we saw him in jail and stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun, ladies and gentlemen. You got to go do it this summer. It goes through till September 1st. I just farted through with my mouth. It goes through September 1st.
I want to know what the audience sounds like.
That was funny. I'll keep that in. September 1st or 2nd, Tyler.
I thought it was the 14th, September 14th.
What?
Yeah, no, I thought
throughout Scary Farm?
Oh shit! It probably has to.
Wait,
end.
I don't know when.
Well,
Scary Farm
hold on. Yeah, we don't even know when Scary Farm happens.
I don't know when Scary Farm happens. We don't know that. Actually.
Regardless, it ends. It ends
beginning of September.
Yeah, in September. So definitely do it. Bring your kids.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Bring your young
everybody.
guests, your old guests.
It's for everyone.
Your new guests. Your veteran guests, they'll all love the
All
experience.
the guests.
It's different every time. It's not the same experience ever, so you'll love it. It's a great introduction. And then also when you're staying at the very end at 5:30, they have the hoedown. And hoedown's a great dance piece.
Hoedown showdown.
Yes. And after that, that's when Not Summer Nights begins.
Yeah.
So then you can just easily transition to more of the fancy festivities, which is on the other side of the stage. It's great.
So I didn't realize this last year, but there probably was. They had little games set up.
Yeah.
And did they have that last year? I couldn't remember. I think because of COVID, they didn't.
I think they did, but
Did they?
we didn't do the games.
Oh,
I think
okay.
there were some games, but now there's even more with the ring toss.
Yeah.
That's a pretty fun game.
That was cool. That was cool to be able to do that. Yeah, cornhole. That was a lot of fun. And we got to play them. And then this year for the tastes, like all the foods, they're all around the main stage. So you don't really have to go far for it. And, there's some good stuff. But yeah, Summer Nights, go check it out. Go check out also, what was the place called? Shoot.
Ghost Town Alive.
Oh no, where we went for your birthday? I keep forgetting.
Strong water.
Strong water. I always want to say smoking water for some.
Smoking water.
That's a song.
Doom.
And go check out Strong Water if you
when you're in Anaheim.
If you can. All right, let's move on to other things that are in Anaheim and around that area of Orange County that happened this time around. Right now, as of this recording, it is done. Star Wars Celebration. Star Wars Celebration.
Oh, yeah.
We did not attend.
Not this year.
Not this year. We will be going next year. We talked about it. We just decided we're going to do it next year. I mean, it's not crazy expensive. This is so crazy to me.
It's crazy to you that it's not crazy.
It's crazy.
And you know what? That's pretty crazy.
I thought
That's
it'd
not
be
crazy.
Comic-Con prices, but I wonder if getting the tickets is hard. I don't know. I didn't really look at them. Like
fair.
For one day, it's like $80.
Yeah.
But weekend tickets, it's like $150 or something like that.
Yeah.
Comic-Con's a lot more than that.
Yeah.
So it's crazy to me that because Star Wars Celebration has something that they did this year is they had a viewing for the Obi-Wan show.
The first two episodes,
two episodes together. I mean, you have, maybe it's because Comic-Con is a lot more than just
Star Wars
fans and more than Star Wars. But I mean, you can meet some of the iconic actors and actresses of Star Wars. There's panels.
Yeah.
Everybody dressed up out there. They go all out. And there's
so cool.
One of my favorites that I just recently saw was someone dressed up as Qui-Gon Jinn, but it is when they are not filming Phantom Menace. It's when Qui-Gon Jinn's taking a break.
So Liam Neeson,
Liam Neeson's taking the break, and he has the umbrella over his head, a bandana on, sunglasses. He's wearing his Jedi robes, though. But it's because when they were filming Phantom Menace, they were in the middle of the actual desert. And it was so hot out there, they had to take breaks. And I remember there was a windstorm that fucked up the sets, a sandstorm that went through and just messed up the sets and stuff like that. But yeah, so it was during the break, and you could see him. And so someone dressed up like that,
that's pretty
like
cool.
Liam Neeson.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's some really cool costumes out there. But what I want to talk about is some of the announcements.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
The event.
Well, I mean, why not? Yeah.
Let's start with Mando Season 3 has been confirmed. And also, Jon Favreau talked about how he started writing Season 4 now.
Wow.
That is insane to me. He started already writing Season 4. So we know that there's 4 seasons.
There's at least going to be 4 seasons of this show. Okay.
And he didn't talk about it being like the final season.
All right. How far would you want the story to progress before you were like, okay, you know what? It needs to end because otherwise it's going to
I think
turn
5
to The Walking
seasons
Dead.
is good.
Yeah, I kind of
5 seasons will be good. It can wrap up everybody's storyline, and especially a lot of these characters. And I won't be surprised. I mean, we'll have to wait until what happens in Season 4.
Sure.
But I wouldn't be surprised if like Bo-Katan gets her own show after this and stuff like that.
Okay, that's fair.
but we have to see how season 4 goes because we'll talk about that. But yeah, I'm hoping it stops at season 5.
I hope so too.
I feel like that's enough for everybody. We'll get a wrap up of the story.
Yeah.
I have a feeling the way it would end is kind of like Mando sees his final days or something like that. Something happens to Mando.
Oh, Mando dies?
Because this is right before, or it's a few years before Force Awakens. I mean,
more
it's
than
a lot
few
of
years.
years.
It's 20 years
it's
before
20 years before Force Awakens. It's the end. It's right after the Empire's done. It's no more. And so it's like it's in this weird point of the Star Wars galaxy before the First Order takes over.
True. True.
And so I wonder if we'll see that enactment of the First Order, and that's how it'll end it, or something like that. Because I don't see Mando surviving past this, his own show. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. However, I mean, I wanted to talk about it later on, but maybe we talk about that now.
Well, we can talk about it later if you want to talk about it later.
Okay, we'll come back to Mando and his survival. But yes, I want it to stop at like a season 5.
Okay.
But yeah, so season 4, season 3, there is a little bit of like some people have been talking about what they talked about at the event, and it seems as if Mando's going back to Mandalore.
Hell yeah.
He still has the Darksaber.
Hell yeah.
But Bo-Katan's over there, and I feel like there's going to be some kind of duel between Bo-Katan and Mando for basically the ruling of Mandalore. Because it seems like I don't think the Mandalorian he wants to be the ruler of Mandalore.
Yes,
and Bo-Katan has had experience before. It's such a mess with like the whole storyline. It's like Bo-Katan was the leader, and then we learn in Rebels, the show, that she actually lost the leadership. She couldn't do it anymore. But before that was her sister was the leader, but she died. And then in Rebels, what's her name? Sabine Wren has the Darksaber, but she gives it to Bo-Katan without dueling for it. And so Bo-Katan becomes the leader of Mandalore again. But then we learn in Mandalorian that Moff Gideon has the Darksaber, and she's not really the leader of Mandalore anymore. Unless she is. I don't remember. But yeah, it's a bit of a mess.
It is a bit of a mess now,
so I think it will be answered more in
this season,
3 for sure. So that was one of the announcements at this event.
Cool.
Another announcement was the Tales of Jedi, right? Is that what it was called?
That's what it's called.
And this one I'm excited for. It's an animated show.
Yeah.
We're gonna get tales like Count Dooku's tale. So before he was Count Dooku, his name was, oh my god, what was his name?
Don't remember.
Shit.
I don't remember.
I forget it. But
Womp womp.
Yikes, we're not great.
No. His Sith name is Darth Tyrannus. I know that.
I don't remember his. I thought it was Grand Tyrannus was his normal name.
Darth.
No, but his normal name. But I guess not. I forget his normal Jedi name. Maybe Count Dooku was his normal.
Well, no, that doesn't.
Why would they call him Count Dooku then?
Because he's a count. No.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't remember exactly. But that's one of the stories. Another one I just recently learned. Qui-Gon. We're going to learn about him as young Qui-Gon. And Liam Neeson's son is going to do the voice of young Qui-Gon Jinn.
Which is awesome.
Another storyline we're going to get is Ahsoka. Before she's at the point that we see her in the Clone Wars. So it's gonna be like baby Ahsoka when her town gets fucked up by not an Inquisitor, but by some kind of
separatists.
I think it's by some kind of separatist. Yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Very, very interesting. But yeah, so those are our storylines.
That have been confirmed.
For Tales of and that I kind of looked into. I didn't really look into any other ones. Another thing is the Mando and Grogu meetups or meet and greets in Galaxy's Edge. So now that is where my thing is, where maybe Mando doesn't die by the beginning of First Order, or they're doing that Galaxy's Edge thing where they're gonna go away from being stuck in the Force Awakens realm or whatever.
I hope so.
And they're gonna just start bringing in character. I mean, like we already know, you can start meeting Boba Fett now.
Already, yeah.
You can meet Fennec Shan.
Yep.
And now I guess you're gonna be able to meet the Mandalorian and Grogu. Mm-hmm. So that's gonna be awesome.
It's definitely something that section of the park has been missing. Avengers Campus. What makes it so fresh is that with every single new show, there is a new character. Almost like as the episodes progress, there are new outfits for these different characters. Yeah. Even with the movies themselves, the characters arrive almost like the night the movie.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, it's literally insane. It's good marketing what they do.
Exactly,
it's really good marketing.
So that's what Galaxy's Edge has always been missing because they decide to like trap themselves.
And I wonder if they got trapped in that timeline because Galaxy's Edge, the idea of Galaxy's Edge was much. I mean, was it sooner than all of these Star Wars shows that were going to come out?
Could be.
You know, and they had this idea.
There was no Disney Plus.
Yeah, Disney. Well, yeah, but I feel like Disney Plus, the idea of Disney Plus was probably, it had to be around since Netflix went to full streaming.
Oh, you think must have all the way back then?
Oh, there must have been, but they just didn't know when was the right time to do it.
It's possible.
I don't know. Possible. I feel like that's what it is. But yeah. I wonder how you're gonna be able to meet Grogu. That's what I want to know. Like, is he gonna be in his little chair? Yeah. Is it gonna be Mando's gonna be holding him? Is Mando gonna have the dark saber?
Wow.
What kind of Mandalorian are we gonna get? Is he gonna have his full? Oh my god, what is the armor called again? Oh, it's the metal.
Oh gosh.
Shit, the metal. Oh fuck, this isn't good. I forget what the metal is called. But there is the Mandalorian medal. So I'm wondering if we're going to get Mando with that
season 1
armor or season 1. Yeah. Should I look up I'm going to look it up because I know people are probably losing it right now who are listening in.
They are losing it right now listening to
I know.
It is coaxium. No.
What?
It's not the coaxium. Chewie, my friend.
Mandalorian.
Beskar
armor. Good.
Got it before you even got it.
Beskar armor. Beskar armor. Yes, the Beskar armor.
Yep.
I mean, they already have Hondo right now, and what I've been learning from like watching Rebels and the Clone Wars.
Sure.
I mean, Hondo's been around for a long time. It's so crazy to see that. So we could get. I mean, we already have Hondo there.
Yeah.
So yeah, what character would you want to see in Galaxy's Edge? What's someone you want to see?
Putting me on the spot.
I am.
I mean, there's literally no one else that I'd be more excited to see than General Grievous.
Whoa.
If they could create a General Grievous for lightsabers and everything, like that would be super fun.
And we saw in Star Wars Night when they released all of like the characters that were, I mean, there's Captain Rex. They got the outfit for him.
That's true.
Ahsoka, she's got an outfit. Maybe we're gonna be seeing Inquisitors later in the future if they continue to.
Well, you think we would see Obi-Wan?
I don't know. I don't know how far they want to go with this
because of Obi-Wan.
I don't know how far they want to go with this thing. I don't know. You know
what?
You know what I want to see? Wait, go ahead. Say your what if before. Go ahead.
What if Kylo Ren gets to meet Darth Vader?
But so that's what I'm trying to understand because I don't think it's gonna work like that. I feel like when these characters come out, they're gonna be at different times, scheduled times, where there's not gonna be a point where Kylo Ren's by his ship and Mando is walking with Grogu through the town. I don't think it's gonna be like that.
Stupid. Why not?
Because I don't think it doesn't work with that storyline.
I don't give a damn. No. I want to see all
Thomas doesn't give a damn.
Frankly,
I don't give a damn.
You know what my favorite storyline is? When you get to play in Battlefront as all the heroes and villains. And like they just all fight each other on the same. Literally, like Anakin's fighting Darth Vader. Anakin's fighting alongside a fully grown up Luke Skywalker. Like just give me that. Like I don't care.
That's fair.
I just want to see the characters together. The continuity of that storyline, specifically that storyline, I do not care. I do not care about The Last Jedi to Rise of Skywalker.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Who I want to see is Babu Freak.
Oh, hell yes.
And he's in one of the stores.
In the droid depot.
In the droid
depot.
Of course. And like, it's kind of like he comes out sometime, like he pops out sometime.
Yeah, he goes,
hey! Yeah, exactly.
Just like that.
So just like that, he comes out and then you see him sometimes. The droid is ready. Like when you're paying out, he says something.
That would be awesome.
I feel like Babu Freak will fit perfectly there. It fits with the timeline
animatronic could be great. Great. Yeah.
And there was a lot of other things announced at the event, but those were the things that like stood out for me. And I wanted to talk about other things, but I think since we're on the topic of Star Wars, I think we touched a little bit on Obi-Wan.
You sure want to go there?
But how much talking of Obi-Wan do we want to do, though? Like, do we want to give our just overall and not, like, spoil? I think that's how we should do it.
All right.
Because I know you, Thomas, you've got some points.
I have thoughts. Yes.
Yeah. So, as of this recording, we've only seen the first 2 episodes. Yes. In the next podcast, we would have seen the 3rd episode. But that because of the release of the show, they released 2 episodes at the same time.
That is correct.
And I have a feeling, well, to me, the 2nd episode was a lot stronger than the 1st episode. I think as a start right now, overall, what we got was decent. I liked what we got. I'm very happy to see Ewan McGregor on this big screen again.
Yes. Hell yes.
Even though he hasn't been gone from the big screen at all this entire time. Exactly. He's been there.
Yeah.
Gone and not forgotten.
No.
Actually,
never
gone.
And, he never went anywhere.
He never went anywhere. Yeah. It was good to see Uncle Owen again. I did like seeing the Inquisitors, live action forms of the Inquisitors. I'm very interested on the route that they're going to go with the Inquisitors. What else did I like? I like a lot of the scene setups, the cinematography that is like connecting to the older trilogy.
Yes.
In these 2 episodes, what's that? There's a word I can't think of the word. That's the
ambiance, the
mise
en scène.
Yeah, mise en scène. Yeah, but that's part of the cinematography. I just like the similarities are between the 2. Yeah,
the parallels.
The parallels. I think that's a good. Yeah,
because
the parallels
it's like poetry.
It is. George Lucas always said it's poetic.
Yeah, it's always
poetry.
Right.
And I thought these 2 episodes were very decent. I loved being able to see more than just one planet, that we kind of went away from Tatooine and we actually saw 2 planets that we've never gotten full glimpse at before.
True.
Mainly like Alderaan. We never.
Wow. Okay, I thought we were not spoiling things.
Okay, we saw Alderaan.
What are the rules here? What are the rules?
But that's not spoiling because I'm not talking about like.
Okay.
We saw Alderaan.
I'm confused.
We saw Alderaan. We just saw.
You're not making it clear what I can talk about.
I mean, you could talk about whatever you wanted. The episodes have been out for a little bit.
That's true.
I mean, there's 2 episodes that came out at the same time.
If anybody's on Twitter, they've probably seen it as well.
But, I mean, that's what I liked about it. Thomas, what did you like about it?
So, my thoughts. I think I want to preface with the fact that this show had a Herculean task because it had to try and satisfy 17 years of buildup from fans into creating this story, because the last time we saw Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan was 17 years ago.
Yes.
So this is a very, very hard task for any story to come out of that, because expectations have only been built and building and building and building. So overall, I think that this was a fantastic attempt at that, at satisfying all fans. But again, there will always be fans that will be able to nitpick and be like, this is just,
of course,
this is horrible. This is, how dare they do this to this character and whatnot. But for me personally, I really, really like this show. I very much like the nuances and the subtleties, but also I like the fan service as well in this show. And I mean, I tear up with happy tears, with sad tears. I'm stressed. My heart's racing the entire time, knowing what is to become of this and these characters that we see in the show, what their trajectory is from this point, and finally seeing how broken Obi-Wan is, how broken
he is very much far from the Force.
He is no longer the general of the Clone Wars.
I mean, there's been multiple moments in the show where he denies things because he's terrified. He doesn't want to be the Jedi he used to be. And yeah, like Thomas says, he's terrified and stuff like that. What I did like, there's these two episodes that came out very much worked well together.
Yeah.
There's a small storyline there.
Yep.
And I'm wondering if the other 4 episodes that we're going to get
will have different stories.
If they're going to do that. So it's like a part 1, part 2, part 3.
That'd be cool.
Where, I mean, or it's like a play, not a play, like a movie where you have your 3 parts to a movie. And maybe we're getting the first act, second act, third act, and maybe that's what we're going to be getting here. Second act that they're setting it up for, like the second act is going to be fucking nuts. I mean, it was scary ending for the first act.
Was had me frustrated. That's for sure. Yes.
Okay, so do you want to talk about? I mean, we could.
Okay, let's. Can you put like a warning?
Yes,
I want
a warning.
Okay,
this is your warning right here. I will put the timestamp right on this part right here in front of me. Actually, no, in front of the major screen in front of us.
Yes.
Skip to this time right here. If you don't want any Obi-Wan spoilers of kind of like the 2 episodes combined, the first 2 episodes combined. Okay. This timestamp right here, it is blinking. No, it's not blinking. That's too much.
You don't know how to edit like that.
I do know how to edit like that, but it's too much blinking.
Fair.
I don't want. It's solid right here. This is the timestamp. Go to this time. Okay, Thomas. Now you can talk about your things that you are a little upset about, your cons of this right now, your little nitpicks.
Yes. So I mean, I'm only gonna talk cons because the pros are so beautiful.
Yeah.
And they do make my heart sing, and I want those to stay intact for everybody to have their first experiences of the pros. My con is this character that is one of the Inquisitors,
Reva.
the third sister. Yes, Reva. She is so knowledgeable.
Yes.
She is clearly what they're setting up for is that she was a youngling who survived Order 66.
So is that what you think it is that they're setting up?
I absolutely believe that they're setting up that she is a youngling who survived Order 66, and
she's the newest one of the group. That's what they're talking.
Yep.
Because I remember when the Grand Inquisitor's talking to her, it's like you're the new one.
Yep.
You don't have like the rights to say certain things and all that kind of stuff.
And she's very impulsive, and they keep
very impulsive,
reprimanding her about that.
Yeah.
And so she has this vendetta against Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yes.
And we see it build up at the very last scenes of the second episode where she feels like she's cornered him, and she, using the Force, senses like his emotional reaction, so she's able to taunt him and saying, he's alive. Anakin's alive.
Yeah, well, I think she first said Darth Vader, right?
Yeah.
And then
oh, you didn't know. Anakin's alive. Anakin's alive. It's not public knowledge that Darth Vader was Anakin Skywalker. It's not. So there's that, and
but
then
I don't
also,
know. Okay, I don't know if we can say that exactly because there's like the canon books that like oh shit, what is it called? I completely forgot what it's called. There's a Darth Vader book, or there's a few books that are canon to the storyline, and it kind of talks about Darth Vader as a younger Vader, and there's like certain things that we learn about him and all that. And I haven't read those, and maybe they talk about it there where it's not
people know him as Anakin.
So I can't stand exactly by that statement because I don't know for sure if there is ever a moment of something that we never read or watched that says like, it makes it more public that Anakin or to his like, because the Inquisitors are trained by him. That's the whole thing of the Inquisitors.
Right.
The Inquisitors are trained by Darth Vader. You learn that in Rebels. You learn that in Fallen Order. And there might be moments where he tells them,
"Hey, my name is Anakin.
Yeah, this is my past, blah blah blah."
No, don't call me Lord Vader. Lord Vader's my father.
Yeah.
I'm Anakin.
Don't. Look, we're close now.
We're cool. We're cool around here. Just call me Anakin.
So we don't know. I don't know for sure. If you guys ever there's probably bigger Star Wars fans out there. If you guys know,
there is.
And we probably could have done like a little bit of research to see if that. But yeah, I understand where you could be upset about that for now.
And the other thing is this cop out of trying to. How does she know that? Well, you mentioned Alderaan, so I'll go with it. How does she know that Obi-Wan is connected to Leia? Oh, because of the archives had some connection. When?
Okay, because this is my thing. The archives probably have the story of them with Padme. How many times they had to save Padme because she was a senator. About what's his name, Senator Organa too.
Bail Organa.
They probably have everybody in the archives too. And
that's such a leap. That is such a leap. But also
though. But Rebels hasn't happened yet. But
Rebels has not happened.
Here's the thing: Senator Organa is huge in Rebels.
Bail Organa.
Bail Organa is huge in Rebels. Leia Organa, there's a whole little storyline of her in Rebels, and it seems like they have much bigger roles than we ever knew because it didn't exist then when Star Wars came out and stuff like that. Sure. But it's like they are really strong at building this rebellion with what's her name? What's her name?
Grand Moff.
No,
it's like Grand Mothma, right?
Mothma. Yeah, Is it Grand Mothma? I think it's Grand Mothma.
Maybe
she's a senator too. Anyways, but I think in these archives, and we never they're not speaking of the Jedi archives. They're speaking of, I don't know, some kind of.
They're just speaking of the archives,
the archives of the world or something. And there's probably some kind of Senate archives.
Yeah.
And so they probably know of his connection with. Senator Organa. Organa has this daughter, and Jedi's. There's this big thing where Jedi's are always wanting to save.
But she was talking specifically about Obi-Wan, that Obi-Wan would come for her.
Yeah, because I think the only thing. Because he drops off the kid.
Yes.
And there's I would think there's this huge celebration on Alderaan that we don't know of Leia.
Oh, Leia,
family and
sure.
Stuff like that. And that's my thing. That's where I would think that this could go, this could connect. And yeah, and I understand how annoying it could be. At least it wasn't a moment where it was like a story for another time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Shit, what's her name?
It's Maud.
Not
Not Maud.
Moth Gideon.
No,
Maud getting Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber. We will never know that. Maybe we'll learn that in this show.
Oh God, no, because this show he still has it and he gives it to Luke.
Oh yeah, wait.
It's
duh.
post Cloud City that she gets it.
Yeah. So
I will say the one positive again, seeing Leia made me tear up and everything. But now because of the story, we finally for me, it's almost retroactively saying why she would have named her one and only child Ben.
Yeah,
makes more sense now that it was the Jedi who saved her life rather than the actual name of the Jedi who led these other people who she never interacts with.
Yeah.
Remember, Leia never interacts with Obi-Wan Kenobi in A New Hope.
Yeah.
Never.
But she knows him.
But she knows Obi-Wan and might have heard from Luke and Han that actually his name is Ben.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
But now we know there's a bigger connection, and it all kind of makes sense.
Yes.
But I think the last thing we need to talk about for this show is that final moment where we finally see Hayden Christensen in the bank tank as Darth Vader. Opens his eyes. Can I just say that was scary as fuck?
It was
That was really well done.
A lot.
There's this new thing, because we're gonna talk about another show after this. There's this new thing of what's selling now is scary and sad. And that's always been the two emotions that are very easy to get out of an audience.
True.
You can learn that. You learn that as a YouTuber and stuff like that. When you want to make certain titles, how to get people to click.
Wow.
Psychology.
Deep cut.
The first thing that people jump to is fear. People love fear, and they will jump to fear always first. And so these shows that we talk about, we're Obi-Wan right now and Stranger Things we'll talk about later.
Spoilers.
Okay, whatever.
For the rest of this podcast, spoilers.
There's it plays fear. It plays on fear, and I don't mind it because we knew Obi-Wan Kenobi's storyline. It couldn't be a happy one. It could never have been a happy. No, I don't.
Wow.
I don't.
True.
Because I think the way Ben Kenobi goes, or it is kind of like it's satisfying for himself.
Yes.
Because he sees this is the only way to bring. It's a way to wrap his story up and to basically set up kind of like a better future for the Jedi and stuff that. It reminds me, I mean, again, I talk on Rebels because I just watched Rebels.
Yes.
The way Darth Maul dies. It's poetic.
Yes.
It's Obi-Wan kills him, but the way he dies, Obi-Wan opens his mind to let Darth Maul know that there is the chosen one. And because he finds Obi-Wan out in Tatooine, and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing out here?" kind of thing. And then he's like, "You're hiding something." That's when they start fighting. It's a very small fight, but it's a really powerful fight. And he dies. And while he's dying, he says, God, I can't remember the exact words he says, but he goes, "Do you think he's the chosen one?" And, Obi-Wan, he's like a little older, and he nods his head to him, and then he dies. So that's a great way to wrap up Darth Maul. It sets up the storyline that it's how to save the Jedi and how to save the galaxy. And so that's why this has to be a dark story.
Absolutely.
But
among other reasons.
It's gonna. Oh my God! I mean, this part 2 that we're gonna get of Obi-Wan Kenobi. I think they gave us a glimpse of Darth Vader, seeing him, and I wouldn't be surprised if one of these 2 episodes.
So these next 2 weeks, yeah.
It's gonna be Obi-Wan losing his freaking mind. Like, how is he still alive? Like, he's going back to his little cave, like losing it, and then we're gonna see a lot more Vader, where the Inquisitors are going back to Vader
and Mustafar, right? Yeah.
And I really hope we find out, what happens to the Grand Inquisitor in one of these 2 episodes.
That's right.
Because, spoiler alert.
Oh, damn.
Well, don't worry. It's
there.
Freaking Grand Inquisitor is dead right now. He's been we didn't see a body.
We saw a body fall. We didn't see the body stay down.
But as of this moment, we believe he's dead.
Yeah. Don't we know?
What? Because he's alive in Rebels, and Rebels is after this. So
way after this.
Either there's a new Grand Inquisitor, either Darth Vader's going to bring him back to life. Yeah. Something's going to happen. We're going to have to wait and see. But yes, I'm excited. I'm excited for that.
I'm too. Did you see that Ewan McGregor, on one of the last panels he did, said that it was going to be... that the next 2 episodes, 4 and 5, were pretty crazy, but so were 6 and 7.
Wait, 6 and 7?
8 and 9 and 10.
Wait, I thought there was only 6 episodes.
So
He's a liar.
is he lying?
Liar!
Or are they gonna announce 4 more episodes?
And they do them like a later release. Whoa, that would be nuts. That would be something we've never seen before.
Yeah. Well, we've never seen this show
like
before.
Like Obi-Wan will return in
December.
Whoa! That will be
pretty
interesting
crazy.
because another show that's doing something like that is Stranger Things. As of this recording, we have only watched 2 episodes of Stranger Things. A lot of you would probably have already finished.
They finished the
5
whole.
episodes. So maybe enjoy our little speculations right now, and see if like, oh yeah, you're right, or oh you're wrong.
Yeah.
Dude, Stranger Things.
Dude.
Now, let me just start by saying, at first, because this show came out, these 5 episodes and the show just came out the exact same day as Obi-Wan, and I was way more excited for Obi-Wan.
True, Sam.
And then when we started watching Stranger Things, I was just like, I don't feel this excitement anymore. Like, I used to be excited when Stranger Things came out. I was like, oh, let's do this and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I wasn't excited.
Okay.
But by the end of the first episode,
after the hour and 18 minutes,
I went, holy fuck, what is happening?
Yeah.
Pardon my language, but what is happening?
Yeah, no, this season,
dude,
this season is, again, like
scary.
You said, it's scary. It's dark.
This is crazy.
It's gritty. They're really leaning into. It's funny because it reminds me, as much as I hate to compare it, it reminds me a lot of the transition in Harry Potter stories, where it's all fun and with the children when they're young at like the beginning in the first in season 1.
Okay.
Chamber of Secrets is like season 2,
right?
And season 3 is kind of like a mishmash of Goblet of Fire and also of Prisoner of Azkaban, where you start Billy's death is kind of like Cedric Diggory's death, where it's like, oh, this is happening. Like, people are dying. I guess you could say Bob is the Cedric Diggory death, but no, I don't know. Billy is because we're seeing the lasting effects of Billy's death.
Yeah,
in this
it's
season.
crazy.
Bob's death in season 3 was kind of touched upon, but it wasn't like it was more like Bob had to get out of the way so that Joyce and Hopper could get. So, but Billy's death we're feeling already in these first 2 episodes, and it's like the kids are growing up.
Yeah, you are actually. They're
up.
doing very well. The actors and actresses right now are doing very well of showing how the kids are growing up. They're going through their mood swings right now. They're all finding their own groups. Yes. They're splitting up. It's sad, but that is the that's what happens. It's the reality of high school. You start finding out you see who's the real friends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Of course, by the end of this maybe not by the end of the season. But there will be a point where they all are back together, of course. And I won't be surprised if Lucas and Max,
get back together
finally, where she can open up to him. And Max is struggling right now. I
am so scared for Max.
Yeah, me too.
I'm so worried about Max.
Yeah.
1, something's got to give. 2, something's got to give. 3, something's got to give.
I don't think
4, Max is gonna give.
Yeah, I don't think Max is gonna make it past. I want to say the season, but I don't think she's gonna make it past these 5 episodes.
Wow. Wow.
And now people can be like, "Oh, he's looked at Twitter and stuff like that." I have.
Is it on Twitter?
Oh well, there's probably spoilers on Twitter.
Dude.
But I have
Twitter.
everything blocked on Twitter right now that is possible for Stranger Things. I even have what's blocked, Stranger Ting, because sometimes people misspell. They forget the TH.
You should do Strange Things as well.
Oh, I should
Strange
do that.
Things would probably be a good one too.
That's probably a good one. But yeah, I don't think she's gonna. There's got to be a way that's gonna bring the group back together. Bring the band back together.
One thing that can I speculate? I mean, because
speculate.
I mean, you and I have seen as much as we have.
Yeah.
I saw the first trailer.
Okay.
For this show, right? Okay. For season 4, and I remember in the trailer there's a moment when Max floats.
Oh no!
And so far these 2 episodes, when we see characters float. It's with
we didn't really say any spoiler for these episodes.
Well, I haven't gone any further than what I'm about to say.
Okay, yeah.
So what I'm about to say, When we see characters float, nothing good happens.
Nothing good happens.
Yeah,
It's very good.
Who's your favorite character so far?
Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question. I'm thinking right now my favorite character is probably Dustin.
Dustin's your favorite? Oh, Dustin's always a good one.
I like what Dustin's storyline. It's again, Dustin has always been like the one friend who is like, I love figuring
Dusty Buns.
out.
Yeah.
I love figuring out the spooky stuff, and I'm going to do it. You know, he's always the one that's like taking the lead.
Dustin's speech.
He's the man in the chair.
Yeah, no, he is. He's the guy in the chair.
He's the guy in the chair. You can never take the guy out of the chair.
Susie's the guy in the chair.
I guess. But Dustin's doing the action.
But his speech at the end of that second episode, that was an awesome speech.
Oh, when he's like telling, there's a lot happens.
A lot happens in Hawkins. And
can we talk about the spookiness of this show, dude? The bad guy that we've seen right now.
I want to look it up, but I also don't want to.
So the bad guy, they call him Varek? No, Velak.
It was like Varric's curse, because I was like
Varric or something like that.
It was like that's the sorcerer's
based off of
curse.
like their D&D game that they're playing. And they call him Varric or something like that. We don't know for sure. And the prosthetics for this, I mean, the full body prosthetics is absolutely wonderful. They're doing a mix of CG and prosthetics, which I think is a great way to go with this. I mean, he's a scary looking guy.
He's scary as
or
hell.
they're a scary looking thing, because I don't think it has a gender. I don't know for sure yet.
Vecna was the character.
Vecna mode, you know.
Vecna mode.
Yeah.
And guest.
Very scary looking.
I want to look, but I also don't want to spoil
the actor.
I'm pretty sure it's Robert Englund.
I don't think it is, because Robert Englund in the trailers looked way different. Robert Englund in the trailers was
okay, but people say it's inspired by Freddy Krueger. Yeah, no shit.
Okay, stop looking. Stop, Thomas. You're gonna get a spoil. Well, I mean, yeah, okay. He puts you in like your nightmare, your worst nightmare, Vecna.
I haven't had anything spoiled, but the actor is
who is it?
I'll steal you, Joanna.
Oh, it's him.
Jamie
he's
Campbell.
Much older now.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
that's cool.
That's pretty funny.
He's a singer too. Yeah, no, it's very inspired by Freddy Krueger, the bad guy, and I love it. Now, I love you. I know you guys love Horror Nights. So, I think we need to connect this with Horror Nights.
Okay.
Dude, this could totally be an HHN
It absolutely will not be, though.
Never?
No, not never. Just
not this year?
Definitely will not be this year.
That's interesting.
Because
why do you think not this year?
Not that the property itself cannot come to the event. We've seen it happen twice, and it was like 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
I think, especially with last year, how successful Haunting of Hill House was, I think they just want to look at different Netflix properties. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I see what you mean. And they still have those 3 movies, Fright Fest? Not Fright Fest. That's
it's Fright
Fest.
Nights.
That's
Fright Nights.
No, it's not
Fright Nights.
Oh shit, Fright of something. Fuck. Fright.
I thought it was Fright.
Fear Street. Sorry, Fear Street. It's not Fright.
Shit.
I've had Fright Fest for 6 Flags.
You know what? I'd rather have Fear Street.
Yeah, I still haven't finished.
Those are good.
I haven't finished the trilogy.
Those
I gotta do that.
I watched them. Yeah. Sadie Sink is in the second
she is
one.
in it.
She was good.
Yeah, no.
I'd rather have Fear Street, because I mean there's a lot of material, but also think about one of our biggest criticisms of the first and second Stranger Things maze, now house.
Yeah, the
prosthetics.
Yeah.
The costumes. Okay, yeah. Like the Demogorgons look like a man in a suit. Can you imagine how they're going to try and do Vecna?
I feel like Vecna's much easier.
You think Vecna's easier?
Because Vecna's face is, you can see the human, like the prosthetic human aspect of it. And they could totally make masks like that. I totally can see them do masks like that. Let me try to think. I mean, come on, Thomas. We've seen them do killer clowns, like masks like that before.
But that was more cartoon.
Yeah,
it was very
I'm trying
cartoon.
To think maze-wise,
when it
kinda...
was like horror, like.
Okay. I mean, Insidious.
Okay.
The man who doesn't breathe well.
That
was very much prosthetic.
It was just like a cow though. So it was
but that's probably what they'll do is cows.
Fair
for them. I think they could do it.
All right.
They could totally play off of the nightmare aspects for sure. Whatever else we haven't seen in the show. I totally think they could do it. Like could totally happen. You know, maybe not this year. Yeah, and I mean it will happen. It will happen at some point at Horror Nights. Maybe not this year, but that will be such a big money hit. Especially, I mean, imagine the entire show will be out by then.
True, the entire season.
So they can't play off the fact that they only can take things from like the trailers and stuff like that.
Sure. Yeah.
I do wonder because there is like they have it's not the drive-in experience anymore, but they still have the Stranger Things experience.
They do.
So I don't know if they want to put both IPs there and then into Universal.
Fair.
So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see for that.
I think I would prefer that they wait one more year.
Okay.
And that we finish. Well,
the show will be done by then.
Yeah, exactly. And then we have the complete all 5 seasons of Stranger Things.
Oh, the fifth one.
And then we see
a
big house that's just all 5 seasons. I would prefer that. I really would.
Yeah, but would we get like all 5 seasons in it?
I mean,
it would have to be a big ass maze.
I would be the longest
it needs to
maze
be a bam.
ever.
It needs to be a bam. A big ass maze.
It needs to be a bam.
A ba. Big ass house. Bah. Yeah. So, Stranger Things.
We'll probably watch the 3rd episode tonight. Yeah, and
I think by the next recording we'll have the 5 episodes done.
Done.
That's my plan. Yep. Because the week after this, you guys are going to get a very special podcast. So yeah, Stranger Things, great stuff. Now something else that finished up this week for us.
Nice. That's a good segue.
Was the Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard trial. And now we're not going to really talk about the trial itself because dude, that's like a whole different podcast of itself.
That's true.
And there's no horror. I mean, there is a lot of horror in that for sure.
Wow. Yes.
But we want to talk about kind of like the spoilers that came out of the trial.
Yeah.
There's a lot of nerdy spoilers that came out of that trial.
Yeah. So on day 20 of the trial, Amber Heard was still putting on her case in chief. So it was still Amber Heard's attorneys, her side, calling witnesses.
Yeah.
And one of the witnesses that they did call was a Warner Brothers executive. And later on, there was another person that they called that was like an economist that was specialized in deals and contracts that were made with actors.
Right.
And she talked about how Amber Heard had her Star is Born moment. Like she was on top of the world. She had it in Justice League, and then she had it with the success of the $1 billion that came from Aquaman. And she was supposed to have like a higher contract. That was what was expected for Aquaman too. But a lot of her scenes were cut. So we're like, okay, well, I mean, yeah, so whatever. But then she went into detail of what the scenes that Amber Heard has in this Aquaman 2 movie. So we actually have like a bit of a synopsis of what happens to the Mira character in Aquaman 2.
Explain.
Should I give it?
Explain.
Y'all wanted some Aquaman 2 spoilers?
I guess spoiler, but you know, it's out there in the public.
It is. So Mira's character is pregnant, first of all. Pregos in this sequel.
Nice.
And when Mira gets into a battle, she's severely injured. And so for the protection of of Mira and the Aqua baby, she's in a hospital for the entirety of the movie.
That's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. Oops. So she'll probably give birth and die during the birth or something.
Oh, wow, you think they're gonna kill her off?
When else will the? Okay. She gets proven guilty. Do you put her still in?
She's not gonna be proven guilty because it's a civil case. She'll be
She
proven
loses
liable.
The case.
Yeah.
She loses the case. Do you still put her in the next Aquaman movie or whatever else?
Warner Brothers has done.
They make interesting.
They made very.
But they got rid of
choices.
Ezra Miller now. Or
Have
planning.
they? No.
Planning.
Let's not talk rumors. They got rid of Johnny Depp.
They did.
After this
That we know for sure.
This op-ed came out that was accusing him of being someone who commits domestic violence. He was dropped from Fantastic Beasts. Amber Heard got to continue with Mira.
Yeah. So, I mean, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
So, she's having a baby. So, does that kind of lead into the was it the Justice League show that you used to watch, Teen League or what?
No, Young Justice.
Young Justice?
Mm-hmm. No, because in Young Justice, Aquaman is actually played by a completely different character than Aquababy. Aquababy's an actual, like, there is an Aquababy.
His name's Aquababy?
Well, I mean, everybody just nicknames him
Aquababy.
Aquababy. No, Calderon is the one who takes up the mantle of Aquaman after Arthur Curry. He's actually an Atlantean, born Atlantean. He has magical powers like Mira does. He's a badass. He's still a badass in the Young Justice. I'm still watching that show. It's still, it's still pretty good. Yeah.
Still on.
Yeah, but so yeah, the trial is now the facts are over. Closing argument was this past Friday.
Well, so by the time this is out, there may or may not be an answer.
There will absolutely not be.
You don't think so?
I promise you that there will not be.
Okay.
Yeah, I do not think that there will be an answer before Friday. At the earliest. Yeah. Yep.
All right. Well,
but
we'll have to wait and see.
You know, one of our favorite creators, Chris Murphy, when he does all these American Horror Story, but he also does American Crime Story.
He
right?
does. He does.
Who would you like? They've told the O.J. Simpson case. They did the assassination of Gianni Versace.
Yeah.
They did the impeachment trial of William Biden. Not Biden. God damn, William Clinton.
Yeah.
Who would you want to cast in the American Crime Story?
See, this would be a very interesting
Johnny
show if they were to do this. Like
Amber.
Interesting. All right, let's see. To play Amber Heard, I think Billy Lord.
Wow. Okay.
Have her come on.
Strong choice.
Johnny Depp. Okay, so we need to get like his flair, the Johnny Depp flair.
Who has Johnny Depp flair?
Who has Johnny Depp flair?
Other than Johnny Depp.
I don't know. We need to get like the same kind of like skin tone of Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
He's very tan. What is Johnny Depp's ethnicity? I don't know exactly.
When they were doing Lone Ranger, he claimed that he was a very slim portion of Native American.
Okay, slim portion Native American. That's a great. That's
he's from the South. He's from the South.
Oh, is he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Moved to L.A. for 21 Jump Street.
Oh man, okay. So
I learned so much about his past through this trial. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts.
I don't know, because we need someone who's, I mean, one person who will always have flair in everything they do and has like long hair now, and they seem to be enjoying having their long hair, is of course Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt playing Johnny Depp? What?
Yeah,
that's terrible.
No, that's terrible. That's a terrible casting
choice.
choice.
He would never be on a TV show.
Well, you can always go Evan Peters.
No, Evan Peters doesn't look like Johnny Depp. Though.
No, Evan Peters.
You need a touch of like who's the guy? Did you ever watch Blind Manor?
Yes, I did.
You did. He was kind of like the butler.
Oh, Raul Cooley.
Is that his name, Raul Cooley?
That's the actor's name. Mm-hmm.
He might work.
That'd be pretty cool.
He'd be a little darker skinned than Johnny Depp for sure.
I think as long as he got the flair for it, that's all that matters.
That's all that matters. He needs the flair. Maybe we pull out an Andrew Garfield. We know he loves the method act. But Andrew Garfield doesn't really look like him either.
That would be something.
I don't know exactly. I need to look at actors right now. Like,
if you really want Andrew Garfield, I think he'd make a great either Rottenborn or Ben Chew.
Ben Chew. I think Ben Chew.
Ben Chew. He'd be
Ben Chew's a lot older though.
Yeah. So maybe he would do Rottenborn. Yeah. I think. Oh man, who would play a good Camille Vasquez?
Vanessa Hudgens or something like that. I don't know. No, you don't think so?
Vanessa Hudgens.
No.
No.
Jake Gyllenhaal, Johnny Depp.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, wait. I didn't look at his name. Mando himself.
Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal is Johnny Depp. That's my cast.
I am Johnny.
Yeah, he is. Or Nick Cage as Johnny Depp.
I mean, I think Nick Cage. Oh,
or he's Rottenborn.
He's Rottenborn. So Andrew Garfield's Ben Chew.
Yeah.
Nick Cage, Rottenborn. Oh my gosh, who would play? I think Sarah Paulson would play. God.
The mean one.
Yes.
Umbridge.
Yeah. Elaine something. I don't know her last name, but yeah. No, that would be Sarah Paulson to a T.
Because it would work well because like when they
against
show like
Billy Lord,
off the screen, like how she's like all like nervous and stuff like that. Yeah,
that'd be Sarah Paulson.
Sarah Paulson would do great for that. Yeah,
but who would be Camille Vasquez? We have to. That's all we now. We just need Camille Vasquez, and then we're good.
Who's the Camille Cabello?
I guess.
Kinda.
Is she a good actor?
Well, she was in that Cinderella movie. She played Cinderella. I haven't seen Cinderella.
Evan Peters will play Morgan Tremaine, who was the guy from TMZ. Who when Elaine was like, "Are you just here for your 15 minutes of fame?" and then he shot back, "Well, I could say the same about you taking Amber Heard on as a client."
Oh shit!
That would be Evan Peters. That would absolutely be Evan Peters. Oh yeah.
Well, of course the show would have like going back, and past and stuff like that, kind of like the other ones that exist. Yeah, no, I think that's a great Dreamcast.
Yeah.
Speaking of Dreamcast, let's talk about a horror movie that is coming out that is so crazy to me, ladies and gentlemen. Oh god, I forget the name of it. There is a Winnie the Pooh.
Isn't it like Honey and Blood or something?
Let me look up I'm gonna find out the name of it right now. But there is like a Winnie the Pooh horror movie coming out. Bloody and Honey. Oh. That is so funny. Winnie the Pooh horror movie. It's called. Oh wait, hold on. Winnie the Pooh, Bloody and Honey.
Yeah.
So this is. It is about teases. The plot is Pooh and Piglet ate Eeyore, I guess, or some shit like that. They go crazy or some sort.
What?
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh are murderous rampage after eating Eeyore. So I guess Eeyore's a little gross. I guess once you eat Eeyore, you become a little crazy or some shit. But anyway, the reason this is happening is because when the property Winnie the Pooh just became
just went into public domain.
Yeah, it is public domain now.
There is no more copyright.
And so many people are pissed about this horror movie coming out. I don't know why. I feel like this is a big F you to like Disney.
Okay, well let me stop you there.
Well, I know there was a book before.
Let me stop you there.
Okay.
This is not okay. So I had to teach my other law friends about this. It is not Disney's Winnie the Pooh that has gone into public domain.
It's just Winnie. It
is the book rendition.
Okay.
So the full bare-ass bear, that is now in public domain. Little Red T-shirt, that is still under the copyright of Disney. And if you ever were to use that, then you would be in some serious trouble.
Kind of looks like that. Like he's kind of like in a lumber. I mean, we know what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But they're doing the yellow, which is what the original books had. Were in the yellow. Okay. So that's fine. And Piglet doesn't look anything like Piglet.
Piglet looks like a boar.
So. Yeah. if you slap on a Winnie the Pooh with a red T-shirt, you are going to get the wrath of the mouse. Now, in public domain, if you just do something that invokes that specific version, which was the story version, because it's been over 100 years now, that's A-OK. That's the difference. Is it still pretty awful? Absolutely. I grew up on Winnie the Pooh. I had Winnie the Pooh drawings and Winnie the Pooh stuffed animals. It's gonna be hard. I think I have a Tigger around here, so it's gonna be hard to see Tigger as some villain that's killing people, a serial killer. But let's face it, of all the characters, Tigger is the likeliest to become a serial killer.
Yeah, that's true.
That's very true. Either him or Rabbit. Like, those were the two characters kind of sus. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's gone to public domain. I don't know what other things are getting close to public domain. But I recently learned that Bugs Bunny is in public domain.
The first ever version of Bugs Bunny is in public domain
now?
Interesting.
So can you imagine if there was a Bugs Bunny horror movie?
I mean, I think we need to start working on that then.
If you guys want to support us for a Bugs Bunny public domain movie, buy me a coffee. Support us there. That's how you can support us for this movie. Yeah. I don't know. See, so is Pinocchio in public domain yet?
The original story of Pinocchio, the original story of Snow White, the original story of
Mickey Mouse is public domain now, right?
That comes out in 2023, and it's not Mickey Mouse. It is specifically Steamboat Willie. So when you have a character like Mickey Mouse, you want, under no circumstances, for him to be under one copyright. Hell to the no.
So there's multiple.
For every version. There's a Sorcerer Apprentice Mickey. There's a Toontown Mickey. There's a Phantasmic Mickey. There's a Fantasia Mickey that's different from the Sorcerer's Mickey. There's a Philharmonic Mickey. There's a Kingdom of Hearts Mickey. These are all different copyrights.
Does Oswald have the same amount?
See, Oswald is interesting to look at because he was reacquired by Disney back in 2008. So it probably wouldn't be until 2108 before his copyright was up.
Oh, okay. Well, all right, that ends it for us to see that.
Yeah.
But yeah, public domain now. That's gonna be I can't wait for that to come out. We'll watch it. We'll talk about it. We'll do a whole movie review of that on here. But that's where we're going to end it, ladies and gentlemen. That is for number 21 of our podcast.
Spooky summer vibes.
Spooky summer has begun.
Yes, it has.
Yes, it has. We'll make sure that next podcast is a special one. But the podcast after that, we're going to actually have some construction updates for you guys.
Yeah.
And a lot of other horror news and talking about the shows that we just talked about.
Absolutely.
More in depth. So if you guys enjoyed this, make sure to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Also, if you are on Spotify, hit that follow button and
give us a rating.
That does a lot for us, guys. Puts us out there more for people to learn about us more.
Also helps when you give us a rating. So make sure to rate the podcast.
Yeah. Do that for sure. You can also support us on buymeacoffee.com and also support us. Other than Buy Me Coffee, is just follow us on all of our social medias, which is TLEV Media. All across the board. You can go follow our main channel, TLEV Media, on YouTube, which is where we do all theme park content and other things when we have, when we just want to.
Absolutely.
So that is it. We hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thomas.
Thank you. Of course, I'm Thomas.
And I am Mr. E.
Thank you all so much for listening.
And watching.
And we will see you in the next one.